What happened? What happened? Ano pangyari? Ayo, what happened? Hindi ko po alam.
Wala alam pa natin.
Bumili po si Mami kanina ng dressing. Ellie. Sa LA Rose, yung ano ba tawag? Fat pinakora, araw-araw na mas. I don't know what's up. Alam po, ano? Kukunin po ako. Alam po.
What?
Wow. This right here. See right here?
They're messy.
Right, you get him? I can hear you.
All right, we're gonna get going a little bit. 2 minutes. 3 minutes.
I was just on the phone with a debt collector trying to buy some debt from me. I have a few judgments from renters and stuff. And I thought it was kind of ironic because of how many guys like him I've actually shut down.
Ano po ba today? Today's date. Yeah, December 11.
Tuesday na. Next year naman. Mas ano yung sumama?
Okay po.
All right, we get going. Quick hour, quick advanced indictment class. I'm about to show you docs tickets. You can be mad at me if you want. Oh. All right, let's kick some ass. All right, first thing you ever do with your ticket, anytime that you're in these little municipal buildings, anytime that you're in these state courts, automatic order of removal. Order of removal to federal court. That's in accordance with Title 28, USC, Section 1441 through 1447. My man Tommy just did a great order of removal. The reason why we're moving it to federal court is because in accordance to Title 28 USC Section 1333, federal district court has original jurisdiction to hear your matters. This is where you're going to get your restitution, discharge. This is where the magic happens, federal court. So, this is the acceptance on the ticket. I'm going to show a traffic indictment, foreclosed. It's just the same. The indictments are always, it's always going to be the same. It's just the only thing that's going to change any indictment is, is it going to be more towards the banking? Is it going to be more towards that's the only thing. Like your testimony is the only thing that's going to change up the template. But the first thing you always do is you do your acceptance of a charge. You see, no matter if it's a payoff statement, a debt collector, so anybody that's trying to get you for debt or collect money, automatically you accept it for value. Okay. Now what happened was when they pulled you over and they created this negotiable instrument, the security in your name without your consent, and you know these little pea shooters, they're carrying these little pea shooters around, they come up to your window. It's automatically under duress. As soon as they approach you with a gun, it's automatically under duress, pea shooters. And you know they're scared. Okay? So a transaction just happened. What do we do when we do a secure transaction? We do the negative check. We report it, we acquire it on a 1099-A. So if you're discharging or buying something, I just got shown today how to claim shit. It's a rat. It's a rat. I know how to go above the third party. You don't got to go to the dealership no more. You don't got to go to a fucking real estate agent. You don't got none of that shit. We'll get there though. But first thing always is do your acceptance. Okay, and then you report the transaction, you make your acquisition on a 1099-A. So you'll take your complaint number and you'll 1099-A that. Okay, so now you're acquiring the transaction. For the fair market value of how much you're going to claim it is going to just type in as many 9s as you can. They can't fit the amount in there that you about to claim. So you just fill it with a bunch of 9s, okay? And you guys know how to fill out 1099-As. I'm not going to go over this. So boom, they ticketed you. They gave you some bullshit ass court date for kangaroo bullshit. So you put your order of removal in. Laurel, can you pull up the one of our orders so they can see it and then they can have it? No, yo, listen, nobody's kicked out of no group. I don't give a fuck who shares what. At this point, no more sending me any money for classes or being in advanced classes. You're actually getting me in trouble because I'm not supposed to be charging for any of this shit no more. I am going to be doing mentoring groups across the country. I'll be traveling pretty soon, so we'll get that in order. I'm going out to see Laurel and a couple boys out west. Here's our indictment stuff. Oh, you sharing? Stop sharing real quick. I showed them the letters. Which one is this one? This one's mine. All right.
Hopefully it's okay with Tommy to share his.
I'm sharing mine. I'm sharing this.
Oh,
Mine.
okay.
So this is, I sent to my man Mike Pompeo. I'm sending everybody a notice who I'm indicting, all right? So I'm telling them who I'm indicting, all right? So you see that up top here, that's the header. That's the boss boy header. That's how you communicate with them. You communicate as the, executor, chief executor of the estate.
Can you share your screen?
I don't, it's my paperwork. It's not.
Okay, gotcha.
You see what I'm saying? Why, you can't see my full screen?
Everyone has to mute themselves, otherwise if they make a noise, it switches off your screen.
Well, Laura, pull up the indictment. You can pull up the letter. No matter.
Your indictment?
Not the indictment, just pull up the notice. You know what I mean? You have to notify the Attorney General, the Secretary of State, your Secretary of State. You're going to be getting your indictment authenticated by the Secretary of State. Because what you're creating is a true bill, right? And thank you, God, for Tara and Tasha. Jesus. They've been showing me some real key shit. The reason why all right, so you're creating a true bill, okay? And when you get the default judgment or you get your judgment, then that gets authenticated. And see, when you fully authenticate that judgment, you have the full faith and credit. And then when you go take it to your Series 7 broker, Tara told me that you need to get a grading. When you go get it graded, this is what the Series 7 dudes do. You get a grading, and then you sell it to them. You know what I mean? Depending on your grading. But once you have the full faith and credit of the United States, then, I mean, that's as boss as it gets. You see what I'm saying? So 1099-A, 1096 the transaction, which is your complaint number. Okay, so this is just the indictment telling them who I'm suing, like New York State Insurance, DMV, and a couple other cities, and that's it.
So are you like asking permission?
Fuck no.
Okay, cool.
I'm giving them notice that I'm going to indict them. You know what I mean? It's not like,
Excellent.
hey, may I indict these? No, I'm indicting them. They've injured me, I'm indicting them. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm just telling you that I'm indicting them. Just giving you fair warning that I'm going after judges, cops, everybody. I'm going after insurance, pension, houses, bank accounts. So there you go. don't touch me. You know what I'm saying? You guys gotta live like that. You know what I'm saying? You guys are all peaceful warriors. Just don't, you know what I mean? Don't cross that fucking line.
Yo, that's deep right there, cousin.
Word.
That
So
whole
look.
part, that whole piece.
Who is that?
I don't know.
It's a fun little tune.
Some agent fuck. All right. So you can pull up the. Okay. So you have the order of removal. Okay. So now we're going to do the cover letter's easy. It's always a civil claim. I'll go over the cover. Pull up a federal cover letter, Laurel. So you always got to fill out the cover letter.
Have we done one?
Notice, you did your 1099A, 1096, order of removal.
Is that in your drive?
What?
Federal cover letter? Or are you talking about Pompeo?
No, it's from federal court. All federal courts have a cover letter.
All right, hold on.
It's like all those little boxes and what you're
okay.
voting for and shit.
I think you sent it to one of your clients, but I'll look for it. Hold on.
That goes with, the cover letter goes with the order of removal?
Yeah. Where's Tom? Is Tommy on? Tommy, all right.
Oh, he sent me one. Hold on, let me look. He sent me an email. Hold on.
Yeah. Pull his up so they can see it.
All right, hold on.
That was the latest one.
Okay, 1 second. Just gotta find it. Civil cover sheet.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, wow, really?
Fucking Detective Fontaine with the fucking music.
There's your cover sheet.
Is that Tommy's? My bad. We'll grab some water real quick.
Yeah. It's got your name on it though.
Okay, yeah, because I'm going in.
Yep.
All right, so this is the civil cover sheet. Coming in as the plaintiff. Federal question, go down. Let's see my suite's there. And then number 5, origin. So you see, removed from state court. And then see, he put the statutes in there. My man's a beast. And this is how you do your order of removal. Tommy's a monster. And then he marked off 360. So he was injured, so he's a personal injury. All right.
How was he injured?
Well, he was pulled over for a DUI, and then they arrested him and unlawfully detained him and kidnapped him. So that was in Tommy's letters and my doc's letters, I had to send to Pompeo and notify that they were kidnapped. That was the main purpose of notifying Pompeo, besides the indictments, is if you're kidnapped by these pirate cucks, you have to, once you get out, or if you can't bail out, you have to notify the Secretary of State that you've been kidnapped.
Gotcha.
You guys will notice this is a JS-44 form in the top left corner, so you can probably find it online.
All right, go down.
Okay.
And that's it. I don't know why he's got 2009. Must have not changed the date. Go down. Simple. So that's your order of removal. Now, what the indictment is a bill of complaint in equity. It's a true bill. So the books that I showed people how I came to the indictment, and the person that I've learned most from the indictments from is Tammy Pepperman. And but before I got to the indictment, I was creating bills of complaints in equity. And once I got to Tammy's, I realized that's what it was. So your indictment is not, I mean, it's just you have your fee schedule, okay? So you go to your fee schedule and you add up all the violations. And then you give the facts of how you were injured. Like, oh, I was unlawfully pulled over, no warrant, officer so-and-so illegally searched my car, no consent, no warrant. You know what I mean? Then you get into the codes. Then how long you were unlawfully detained for. You got to remember everything that goes on. That's why when you get out, you got to write down everything. Time, how long you were unlawfully detained for. I get everybody's name involved. All right, so the book that you want to get that's going to give you the foundation of creating bills of complaint so you know what you're doing is a treatise on equity pleading and practice. All right, and I know I show people this, but like I tell people, when you go through it, it's mostly just half the page, you know what I mean? And then it's mostly just case law at the bottom. And it'll just be like a half a page. It's not that hard of a read. Laura, you can pull this book up and go to the page, I forget what it is, 90. It's around there. Oh, it's 87. And then I think, let me go over the 9 parts first. Hold on, my bad. Right. You know what book I'm talking about, right, Laura?
Yeah, I have it. They can reference it online, and I have the address. So
I'm just looking for the 9 parts. The pleading. Come on.
It's like the 28.
My man. 26. Who said that?
Sean.
My G. All right, so if you go to page 26, it says the 9 parts of an equity bill. Equity bills were formerly composed of 9 parts, but the more modern rules of pleading do not require that the bill should contain all of these. One is the address, which is going to be the court, who you're addressing, will be your federal district court. The introduction, the introduction is going to be how you're appearing, so it'll be Federal Rules of Civil Procedure Rule E8. It's a restricted appearance, and you should have your death. See, it depends where you are in your process. If you have your death certificate done and you liquidated your estate, then you come in as the executor, authorized representative. You're always coming in that way, but if you don't have your death certificate or claimant of death or your 82 letter from the IRS that says you're the executor, it's tough to come in that way. See what I'm saying? Or letters testamentary, forgiveness letter. It's tough to come in that way. So then it's the premises or stating part, so that'll be your testimony of what happened at night. Number 4 is the confederating part. You don't need that. Number 5 is the charging part. This is where you add up all your, fines. 6 is the jurisdictional clause. That's where you just tell them federal district court has original jurisdiction. Title 28 USC section 1333. And then 7, the interrogating part. So these are questions that if, you were to put somebody on the stand, they would have to answer these questions. And that's why in some of them, it's like 50 pages. They couldn't get past 2 questions on this shit. The prayer for relief is huge, and the prayer for process. The prayer for relief is your restitution. Prayer for process is sending everybody you indict to jail, okay? Or subpoena, or tax levies, wage garnishments, everything that they do to you, you can do right back to them, okay? So all the foreclosures they've done and taking your property rights away, you can do the same thing to them. I know how to lien their houses, their land, their bank accounts, their pension, their whatever the fuck they have. I can take whatever I want, when I want. But that's why I don't like teaching this stuff. So I'm going to teach you how to indict an insurance and not a person. You'll get faster and quicker results when you indict a business and not a person. If you don't go after your brother, you're supposed to forgive your trespassers. I know some people, you know, they go off the deep end and they cross that line. There's certain circumstances where, yeah, they should go to jail. But other than that, until you're fully, you know, done out of the system, your estate is liquidated, you have your death certificate. Well, not even that. You know what I mean? If your estate is liquidated, the bonds are set up, you know what I mean, and you're helping people and you're doing your due diligence, then you can indict whoever you want. So, but I'm only going to show you how to indict insurance and not go after judges and pensions and stuff like that. I hold that for certain situations, that certain circumstances, mostly for women. But anyways, so you start pull up the indict. Go to page. I'll go over to show them an example on page 86. 90.
Hey, PJ,
Yo,
whenever I need help, I'm going to identify as a woman.
I love you too. What are you going over? What are you doing right now? Do you want me to go over it in class right now? Because you have a federal case and what, against an attorney?
Yeah, I got all kinds of stuff, but yeah, I got that federal case against.
I didn't do anything today. I went off on a tangent today.
That's cool. I do that too.
Call me tomorrow. I'm free all day tomorrow. I got mad shit done today after I went off on my tangent.
Okay, I'll give you a yell tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah, just call me. We'll go over it. All right, you on page? Oh, go back. I'm sorry. Go to 87, bro. I jumped too quick. All right, so now it goes the numbers that I just ran through. Now it breaks it down and gives you an example of what your bill of complaint of equity would be, or your indictment. Your indictment is a true bill. So anybody that you know that is being indicted, it's a true bill and they owe performance. So most of the people that are in this movement, and they get their cars and then you'll see them being indicted in federal court, and then they just fall apart. And that's why I've always told people that my foundation was court. You know what I mean? If I couldn't pass the court test, then you can't start buying shit up, because all they're going to do is hit you with a frivolous filing or a securities exchange fraud charge. And then boom, they're pulling you in for taxes. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Gene can't help you. Winston can't help you. You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's bad for the movement because you're doing the process wrong. You're greedy. So that's what the indictment is. It's just a true bill somebody owes. Somebody got billed, and now they owe performance to that bill. And as long as they know how to administer their estate, they're good. Always. Because no matter what they send it, they can say you owe $1 million. Cool, that's fine. Here's $1 million. Create your negative check. Da 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 da. You know what I mean? Just you balance your books. I'm gonna do a class on trust banking. They've been asking me to do it for like a month now. Are you gonna do that class on trust banking? Kind of do it every time. I just leave the Bible quotes out and shit. Hold on, 1 second. Yo, and you guys ever play Earthworm Jim? My uncle just sent me a t-shirt on it.
Bro, that's hella old school right there.
All right, recap. So you got pulled over. First thing you do is you report the transaction after you do your acceptance. So you accept the ticket. 1099A, the complaint number. 1096. Order of removal, and now you're ready for your indictment. And this is the bill of complaint equity. We just went over the 9 parts. It's real simple. Here's your address. So this is how they do it. The District Court of the United States for District of Pennsylvania, we'll say. The plaintiff, I put claimants and indictment. I don't put this verse stuff, as you'll see. This, like I said, this is just an old example. But I started off this way too, but then I got the Tammy stuff and I see how she got right to the point. So next page, Laura. 2 is the introduction, so this is how we're gonna be coming. You'll see in mine.
PJ, the ticket, the acceptance. So where do
Yeah.
you send that to?
Everything goes to minutia.
Okay.
This is the people that you're gonna be dealing with. Steve Minutia, IRS Commissioner, Social Security Administration Commissioner, and Kimberly McCoy at the Fiscal Service Bureau of Public Debt, whatever it's called now. Laura, what the hell is that called? Because people ask me that every day, and I forget what the hell it's called.
The Bureau of the Fiscal Service.
The Bureau of the Fiscal Service. You know why? Because you have a fiscal calendar. You know what the fiscal calendar is? You better start reading that accounting.
Well, fiscal calendar is usually like when you file your quarterlies, correct?
Yeah. There's only 360 in fiscal. Not 365 or 366 or 360. It goes back to 9. You see, full circle.
Hey, yo, PJ, man, what's the name of this book again?
A treatise
On equity.
on equity pleading and practice. Great read.
Appreciate
So
it.
the interrogating part is the questions that, you know what I mean, simple questions that you can ask the bank is, please produce the balance sheets 2046, 2049, and 2099. These are due to, for the, if you ask for them, they have to give it to you. This is a disclosure of the Privacy Act. It's Title 5, United States Code, Section 552, subsection B, subsection 4. That's the Privacy Act. They have to, if you ask for those forms, they have to give you those. I wish for everything. Anytime you talk to these people, don't demand anything, wish for everything. Well, I wish for this, I wish for that. That's what kings and queens do, emperors and empresses, they wish for things. Prayer for relief, this is your restitution and how much you want to get paid, your butt. Then there's prayer for process, so you want them to be subpoenaed, you want a writ of execution, a writ of possession. What do you want done? What's the process do you want done? You want wage garnishment, da-da-da. All right, so there's your 9 parts. Now I'll break down my bill of complaint real quick, and then I'm gonna get into bonding the case, putting the case in, and then liquidating that motherfucker. So you can't lose, you know what I mean? Once you put the indictment in, you can't lose, right? Because then they're gonna want to start settling outside of court with you, right? Because now they're feeling the pressure, right? Now they've been served. They got to go to federal court. It's not state court. It's some real shit now. Now they got to come out of pocket for a big-time lawyer. And that big-time lawyer is even telling them, like, you in some shit right now. We're going to try and get old boy out here to settle because you just arrested a diplomat. You're wilding. You just arrested a conscious being. You're wilding. That shit is over with. Your job is in jeopardy, depending on how they want to conduct this. That's the power you hold. Once you're awake, these motherfuckers can't touch you, man. Nobody could touch you, and if they do, but look, 1099A the case, 1096. Order of removal. Now we're gonna start the indictment. Laura, pull that indictment up. All right, so I tell them who I am, you know, right off the bat. UCC file number, my security agreement number, the lien creditor, I'm the entitlement holder, I'm the grantor, I'm the heir, the executor, the administrator, and a national of New York state. You gotta capitalize the S on the state. It's good though. See, I bring this bill of complaint or an equity, or you could say indictment / claimant. This is when I just first started this. I mean, so all your guys' stuff is, as usual, is better than mine. And again, all right. So before I get to it, this is why you have the indictment, and this is why people go into these state courts and they put this, and they don't get anywhere. This indictment is your counterclaim. Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 13, you have a mandatory counterclaim. Why? Because they created a security with your name on it. Okay, that's money. They have to have a letter of marque to create a financial instrument like that. They don't have none of this shit. That's what I mean. That's why once we awake and we know what we're doing, it's easy to control them. There's nothing they can do when you're awake. All their little bullshit games, all their little, adjourn it. Nah. When you go back to court and you see how they adjourn shit, it's not court in there. The pagan priest in there is acting as a banker. That's why they wear the black robe. They're mourning justice. There's no justice in these state courts. There's no justice really in the federal courts either. I hate all these courts. They're all ball, but federal courts, they give you your restitution, and that's what they stay in honor up there. I know that. And so what I'm going to do this week for Christmas, I'm going to go check down at the federal building. I'm going to go check the docket. I want to see who the hell is trying to foreclose on people in my city. And I'm going to stay in courts, and I'm going to go just check foreclosures. I'm going to show up to court every fucking day until they get the fucking idea that nobody's going to lose their house in my city. And I hope they like that shit.
Yeah.
So, State of New York, City of Saratoga Springs, they're both private corporations, the State of New York. So I'm appearing specially, supplement the rule of Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 8, which is a restricted appearance, to counterclaim against an admiralty and maritime claim with respect to which has issued the process in rem. So you want an in rem proceeding. This is how you get their bodies in there. You want it in rem, because what they did was a seizure tort claim. That's how they got your body. It was a tort seizure. And if you go to your, the military, and they go to your field manual, that one book I pulled up, that's for how you capture people, prisoners of war, all that. I find it funny that the people that pay these motherfuckers bills, they end up, they end up arresting us and enslaving us. That shit is funny to me. No more. Motherfuckers better go back to protecting and serving. You got a nation riddled with dope. And what's the army protecting in Afghanistan? Dope. Can't play me, slime. Keep going down. They can have this one too, Lord. You can pass it out to everybody. So it's just more verbiage. I pulled this from Are We Lost at Sea, Tammy Peppermint, from Scribed, and this book. That's how I put my indictments together. Oh, and this. Grant Gilmore, The Law of Admiralty. That one, and then this one. This little blue book is a lifesaver. That's how I put this. How I really sauce my indictment up. Statute supplementary to Admiralty and Maritime Law in the United States. That's the one you want to get right there for court.
Kansas
All right,
State
so keep going down. And see, it goes into your Federal Rules of Civil Procedure. I see you, Sean. Goods into there, right there, Federal Rules. And it goes into all the important ones that you need, how to utilize them, how to make your maritime claim, and Rule 9H goes into your claims. And you'll see in mine how I have the 9H. You just tell them what you want. because you've been injured. So this is what you want. What's going to make it whole for you? Them losing the house? If that's how far you want to go, cool. You know what I mean? But you're supposed to be creditors, and money and vengeance is not supposed to be in your blood. Most of you don't got the heart for that shit anyways.
Hey, PJ, we can say we have an older case, year or 2 years. Can we?
Claim that. Claim that.
Okay.
Claim that. Anything. I'm going to show people how to do a Freedom of Information Act finally. It's going to show them their whole account. And then whatever was traded on it, I should have brought. That's what I forgot to do in Brooklyn. I forgot his shit. Because we was too busy buying cars. Anyways, my boys just bought 3 Porsches this week. One they making brand new for my boy. So
Nice.
I told him to go get some Bentleys. Brian, you could have came. Anytime I come in your city, you want to come go grab something, go grab something. All you need is a bill of sale. So I ain't paying cash. But you don't even have to, listen, I know how to take these cars. You don't got to talk to nobody.
All right, Joe. I'll see you when you come out here in Cali after Christmas. That's what's up.
I'll be out there. So I brought my old boys came up to visit me last week and shit. So I brought Doc to the IRS, and I love my IRS gal. She got I got the stuff to make an appointment now, so I'll call now. But you know, when we came in there, and she came up to us, and she was like, "Were you in Kansas City in the last 6 months?" And Doc was like, "Yeah." So on your SS4 forms and your 966, well, last time I was in Kansas City, I just forced my way up in the IRS, and I was trying to slam people's heads on the desk, trying to have them sign these SS4 forms and the 966 joints. So they put a nationwide email out saying they can't stamp it no more. So I was like, all right. So when you go to liquidate your estate with 966, or you want your SS4 process, just bring it to them. You don't have to stamp it no more, because it's just going to confuse the agents. They don't know why they're stamping it, and they get nervous and stuff. So just go bring it there to have it processed. Just tell them we need this process, and they'll mail it off for you. Keep going down, Laurel. So then, all right. So this is your part 3. This is what happened. The stating the that night I had my girl's daughter in the back seat. This motherfucker came running up to the car like he was Rambo that night. So I'm suing him. But anyways, keep going down. Tell me to kidnap me, all this other good shit. You know what I mean? Keep going. So I got the time in there. See what I mean? So see the sum total of violations. So now I'm getting into my charging part. You see what I'm saying? The sum total of violations per fee schedule. So your fee schedule is recorded, and they violate you. You come with a fee schedule. So I'm suing him personally. There's one cop just for $56 million. What's he gonna do? You see what I'm saying? You touched me and put steel on my temple. What you gonna do? Now you owe me money, kid. And I don't need the state. I got debt collectors. I used to be a debt collector, homie. So then I hit him with all the codes. Go down. Everything I'm hitting him with, here's your code for it. Bam. A whole bunch of fuck you. Touch me. All right, so then it goes into, go down, what I'm aware of. You know what I mean? So this is probably the letter rogatory, but I just add this for everything so they can read and learn. Because it's one thing, see, I know people that know securities, but don't know indictments. I know some people that know court a little bit, but they don't have anything about stock certificates. I know, you know what I mean? They can't put bills of exchange together. They can't do a secure transaction. I do all that shit. Then break down all the religions, done that shit first. That's why all this other bullshit is man-made shit's easy. Keep going down. Just go down. It's like, they seen all this. Everybody knows this. So who knows, someone talk to me about this then. Talk to me about Title 26 USC Section 9602. Look at you. You guys gonna have to get real familiar with Title 26, the United States Code, and you're gonna get real familiar with UCC Article 9. Promise you that shit. And Article 8. Article 8 and 9 are big boys. At the end game table, at the end table, big boy stuff. I got Tara helping me with orders and other stuff with court. And Tara's getting Q-sips. Veronica, talk to your Series 7 brokers about grading, unless you know something about it.
No problem. Can you hear me?
Of course I can hear you, my G.
No problem.
All right, I'll talk to you.
Okay.
Tara wants to talk to you. Tara's the one that interviewed me the first time. Tara and Tosh, like my winged angels, fan. They're the ones that be helping me out.
Okay.
And Amy. Amy be sending me some sauce too. You go, all right, see, Title 31, payment of obligations and interest of public debt, the faith the United States government is pledged to pay. That means if you owe something, the United States got to pay that bill anyway, so it don't matter what you owe. So if you're ever in a court situation, just tell them you want an assessment of the fines. You're going to send to the you bank with the Treasury. You send to the Treasury, they take care of your bills. You got a trustee for that, minutia. That's how you talk to them, you big boys and girls. Money ain't shit. Procedure is, though. Keep going down. Get through this shit. This shit's too long. That's what she said.
Wake up.
That was slick. He slid that one in there, almost missed that.
You crazy.
Yeah, you just kept that. Boy.
So what she's going through is just basically my letter rogatory stuff. You guys can have my indictments, all this stuff. You can have all of it. Ain't nothing to hide or keep. Nothing new under the sun. I might just put different shit together in a different way. That's all. Make this shit your own. There's a million ways to skin this cat. That's what they look for.
Why'd you do a letter of rogatory and an indictment?
The letter rogatory is just a letter of advice. That's all the letter rogatories are. An indictment is a true bill. Because you don't you know what I mean? In a letter rogatory, you don't charge anything. It basically tells them, like, leave me alone and shit. But the indictment charges them. And the indictment liens the companies. You'll see once we bond it. We're just writing up the indictment and then keep going. You'll see the prayer for relief and the prayer for process.
So you went in and you did a letter of rogatory first, and then you did the indictment. You're just giving them notice with a letter of rogatory that says, blah, 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 you did this. And if you don't back off, you're going to get the horn.
No. I automatically indict them. The letter rogatory goes with the indictment.
Okay.
I accompany with it. Keep going. All right, so there's the prayer for relief. So they took my bud too. I had bud on me. Took me from my bud. Get all my shit back.
Hey, PJ, real quick, is it necessary to have the grand jury foreman sign the indictment at all, or not?
Fuck no. I'm about to tell you what you gotta do. You don't need a jury.
I got you.
They'll never get a jury anyways. Keep going down. So this is the recoupment for the securities that they created in your name, right? And you want the disbursement of the funds. So everything's 10 billion now in the GSA bonds that I've seen. Everything is 10 billion. All these cases are billions. Everything. I thought I was doing some shit with the $2 million cases and stuff. Nah. These cases are all 10 billion. See? And to enforce the forfeiture, see what I'm saying? I'm enforcing shit, and this is I'm pulling the code where they can enforce it and why they're enforcing it onto the people that I'm indicting. In this case, it's New York State Department of Motor Vehicles, Kim McCoy, the commissioner, because that's where the New York State insurance is. It's all under the Fiscal Service Bureau of Fiscal Service. Going down. And that's why I CC. And I added the Securities Exchange Commissioner. In the next class, I'm gonna show you guys how to do a commercial tort claim for your foreclosures and how you report missing securities to the SEC, to the DTC, and they go after these motherfuckers faster than the IRS.
Love it.
It's 5511, Standard Form 95, and 3949A. It's a combination. But you take the 5511 and go get a medallion stamped at Fidelity or Chase or whoever does the medallion stamp.
Chase is a punk, man. They ain't doing nothing. Wells Fargo and B of A are pretty easy, though.
Wells Fargo's cool.
Yeah.
Hey,
Nobody.
Pito,
What's up, man? You still haven't called me, man.
I know, man. It's been crazy, bro. It's been crazy. I have somebody who needed some help, and it came down from New York. One of your boys from New York.
Cool.
I mean, you don't know him, but he's from up your way.
All right.
So he was kind of going through some stuff, and he came down. So I've been working with him the last couple of weeks, trying to get him an apartment. We have an apartment for him. Got him a job, trying to help him get on his feet. So I've been working with him.
You still down in Georgia?
Yes, sir.
I'll be down there.
When?
After Christmas. I'll be in Georgia before Florida. So I'm gonna hit.
Okay.
I'll be hitting North Carolina. Those, you know what I mean? Those states. New Jersey. Maybe I'll pick up Brian in Rhode Island.
You've got to go through Texas.
I'm coming, man.
You got no choice.
I am coming. I'm coming that way. So I'm gonna hit Florida. Then I'm gonna come back up and around, and then I gotta go to Missouri, then down to New Mexico, then to I have to hit Missouri, Oklahoma, then I hit New Mexico, then I come back up to Colorado, and then I'm in LA.
South Carolina?
And then I'm there, fam. I'll be there. I said Carolinas. See me on Myrtle. I forget it's wintertime now. Shit is cold down there too, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna be there too.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, so anyway, so the brother from New York came down, and we were going somewhere. Stupid ass sheriff stupid ass sheriff man had a roadblock up at the top of my driveway, and so they stopped us. And they claimed they were stopping everybody, but yeah. So I need to bang them, but also I had got arrested for a seatbelt violation. We talked about this before, but then while I was in jail, they arrested me again for 6 felonies for filling out some Form 56s on some judges and stuff. So.
Welcome.
Well, this is the thing. That was almost 5 years ago. I ain't heard a peep out these motherfuckers. I need this shit to go away.
1099A the cases. You gotta claim the cases and then indict them. You know what I mean? There's no 3-year limitation. You can indict anybody at any time, man.
Well, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. At this point, it's 4 years statute of limitation, but at this point, it's been.
Call me. I told you to call me. You gotta call me.
I will call you tomorrow. Fuck this.
All right, call me. All right, call me. I'll get that shit done.
Let me know when you down Georgia. We need to get a Bentley.
I got you.
All right.
I gotta go down and see Jay and everybody, so I'll be there. I promise. Here, I'll show everybody. This is what people ask me about. All right, I'll show you. Here, hold on. I showed this to other people yesterday. So, all right. So look down here. This is where I bought my shit, right? My mom's birthday. Okay. Now you tell me if I've been being mentored. What's the delivery date say? December 25th. Now, why would it take 5 months? Because I was being mentored.
Merry Christmas.
Right. Happy Hanukkah.
Merry Christmas.
Guys got to put the work in, fam. I'll make sure you get your shit. I promise you that. I told you that when I started this. As long as you're putting in the work, I'll make sure you're not going to fail at this shit. All right. Laura, now, okay, so you put the indictment in with your cover letter. It's like you're going to do another cover letter. Same thing. Just, you don't have to check off order removal. You just pick the injury, da-da-da-da. Then you're going to get a case number. They're going to assign a judge, and then they're going to assign a clerk. Okay? Now we have to insure and bond the case. This is how you don't lose. And this is how you see people that have lawsuits go on for 4 or 5 years, 90 days, man. Motherfuckers have 90 days. 90 days because that's how long it takes for these bonds to cure. They have 90 days to figure this shit out. Other than that, that's it. Other than that, that's it. They can't figure it out or meet what I want. Liens are coming, and I'm enforcing the liens. Where do you learn the liens? Title 46. Title 46, 31321 is how to register the instruments. Let me look it up, man. It's just going to piss me off now. Pull up the number 2 surety bond. That's not the right one, Laura. That one, I was wet behind the ears. All right, what am I pulling up on folder 2? Where's my maritime liens? There it goes. All right, so you want to know where to get the liens at. I'll tell you where to find the liens. The statute that codifies the maritime lien is Title 46, United States Code 31342. That's establishing the lien. That explains how. Instructions for recording a maritime lien is Title 46, USC 31343. Enforcing maritime liens against vessels owned by foreign states. What are these bar agents and these judges? They're foreign states. Title 28, USC, Section 1605. Now, when they claim that bullshit Sovereign Immunity Act or whatever, that shit doesn't apply when they're involved in commerce. Okay? And it's defined in title. I forget the title for the sovereign shit. The foreign Title 28. Laura, I can't remember. I don't know if it's 1601 or 160. It's in my thing. The reservation of rights. Anyways, but again, so the establishing of a lien is, you can find it in Title 46 USC 31342. Recording the liens, Title 46 31343, and then enforcing these liens, it's Title 28 USC Section 1605. Pretty sure that's where the Immunities Act is. Yeah. 1602 to 1605, right. That's an important read. Public Law 94-583, another important read. Read that shit. I promise you. Okay, so you have your court case now. This is where you insure this bitch. This is your bond. Okay, so when you're creating a bond and you're about to hand it over to the court, the bank, when you bought your house or your car, what the fuck did you do? You gifted it to them. Right? So when you put this insurance case in, or this insurance bond, this is a gift. This is money. So you're giving the court a gift. It has to be reported. All this has to be reported. How do we do the report? 1099-A, 1096. Then we're going to start defaulting them. Say, yo, you got 30 days, because you're going to insure it for whatever your true bill is. So if it's 30 billion or 10 billion or a million, whatever you're indicting them for, that's what you insure the case for. I'm going to show you how to fuck these guys. So you go down and you fill out. So the bond number, mine would be PJP surety bond 0002 because I already created one. And then I have a registered mail number. Now, when you get into stocks and bonds and maturity dates, and if you notice on your promissory notes, there's a 30-year maturity date. This has to do with wandering in the Bible and shit like that. The wandering, 40 days. Anyways, go down.
Pito, I've got several $500 million indemnity bonds over a law firm, probably 30 of them each, over the law firm in the city. If they cause me harm, which they've caused me harm, only thing I need to do is liquidate them. So when you want to have fun, we can close them down.
I'll show you how to liquidate right now. That's what I'm about to get into.
Cool.
Liquidate. I'm gonna show you what a liquidation is. Watch. Yo, get out of my clothes, little man. What's in there? Food? Huh? So you get the bar. Their bar numbers is their insurance. None of these motherfuckers have oaths of office. None of that shit. These are all private corporations. The federal boys, they do, but they uphold the law. You know what I mean? They better. And they all have their bar numbers. So everybody has to be insured. The case has to be insured. If not, then you're a liability, and it fucks everything up for them. And that's when they start getting mad and throwing people out and kicking people out. It's because you're not coming in correct. You're coming in as a liability, not an asset. You see what I'm saying? We're creditors, so we're here to help the situation. You know what I mean? Here's the insurance for the case. We're gifting it to you, so now there's no way you can't not pay it. That's why I say whatever they said, the cops, if you're suing them or whoever, and they come to settle with you, take it. That's fine. You're still getting what you're indicting them for because your bonds are going to cure and you liquidate the bonds because it's your money, it's your gift. Go down. So, because I liquidated my Social Security account, it's going to have all my estate stuff down. Okay? And then I have my own indemnity bond with my own registered mail number. I'll reference that $100 billion bond on here as well. Because your original bonds is where you're able to create all these bonds from. That's why you do it for astronomical amounts. You're going to die trying to spend this shit.
Yeah.
So the reason why you have a registered bill of exchange, a registered set-off bond, a registered indemnity bond, is not only you need those 3 accounts for when you go liquid or sell off your signature to these Series 7 brokers with your master QSIPs and your trust banking TDA with your 98 numbers. This is how you create more insurance. You're creating the insurance from those bonds curing. You're drawing your bills of exchange from the United States Treasury, so you're going to nationalize the country. If we can get everybody to bank with the United States Treasury, then you get rid of the Rockefellers, you get rid of Rothschilds, you get rid of all them fuckboy bankers. They're just bankers. You know what I mean? They're like the original creditors, really. But then they got so bored with shit and people not using their head. That's why they created America. They gave people, you know, they can read. Everything was freedom of choice. They make your own choices. You don't have to listen to nobody. And people still don't do their due diligence. And that's why they don't give a fuck about nobody. Everybody has every opportunity to make some of themselves, be a creditor, not a slave. Fund your own company, fund businesses, help people. You know what I'm saying? It's just how shit is. All right, keep going down.
Emotionally and all the relationships. Wow.
So there's your bond order. Keep going, same thing. Keep going down. Simple, 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 simple. All right, and then you print that out, register it. Now we have to put it on the UCC. So go to Secured Creditor 1. All right, I gotta be out soon. I should do. Go to Atlanta 2010. Go to UCC filings. So now we have to list us as the debtor. You have to list the court or the state insurance. You gotta list all your debtors. If you're going after a corporation like the police, go after the all cap name. Don't go after the person. So interest in account / case. All right. So once you get your case number, what's that? Oh. All right. See. So just like regular filling out a UCC 1, you list your name as the debtor, suite number, etc., etc. The number 2 will be the court. All right, so or the bank or whoever you're doing business with, the other dealership, whatever. But for this for indictment purposes, the court would be the second debtor, and then if you have their EIN number, you put their EIN number down there. As you can see, their legal entity, their jurisdiction would be the USA. Okay. And then you put your creditor, your secured party name. I'm sorry, not creditor. You put your secured party name. And then that's your last name, first name, middle, and your care of address. Everything's my suite now, so because of the change of address. And then you see this is an actual constructive notice that all the debtor's interest in the case / account number is being held by United States District Court for all the Central District of California, and then you see whatever we indemnify it for. And you would list the registered mail number in the collateral section. Okay? See, this is a half-ass UCC 1. I can correct the shit out of this one. That's what I've been doing lately. Like all the stuff that the mentors I've had, I'm correcting their shit. Okay, so this is how you register to the bank, or well, to the court for the amount. And then down here, you check off Bailey, Baylor, because you're going to be doing a bailment. And see down here, you put your case number. Keep going down. Because I think this the, yep. And then you list you list your name right there, the all cap name and number 9. And then an additional debtor. So if you're suing 2 cops or there's another agency, if you want to add to it. If you're suing multiple agencies, you can put in number 11A. You can say see attachment A, B, or whatever, and then you list on the attachment everybody that is a debtor. So you would say debtor, and then company, agency, servicer. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Under the UCC, doesn't the debtor have to sign also?
Sign what?
The
debtor's dead. He can never sign. You always sign for the debtor. So how can the debtor sign?
Okay, I'm just wondering if it's like a cop or something like that.
Debtors don't sign. That's why it's all dead people. That's why you bring them to court, because that's where all the dead people go. You don't go there.
Okay, cool.
All right. And then you come down here, and then the debtor is a trust. Okay, so there's your UCC 1. You've registered your indemnity bond. You've registered your case. You've 1099'd your case, so you have control of that bitch. You're not losing it. All right, now you start in your 3-step private administrative procedure once this indictment comes in. But I'm going to show you the last part that you need to do, which is assignment, which is a UCC 3. And down here at number 12, you can see, I didn't notice this before. So it says a signer's name. That's where you put the last name, first name, middle, care of. No, not up there, fam. In the individual's name, last name, first name. Sweet. And then in 16, Laurel, pull up the 8281 verbiage for the assignment. Assignment for discharge, assignment for indemnification, assignment for whatever you're doing. I put there in number 16 the reason. So it's Title 40. If I'm registering an instrument, which is this is doing, we're registering our insurance, our maritime insurance, our safe harbor. Yeah, cool.
Takes a second.
I was gonna say they ain't gonna let you pull that shit up. I thought you had the verbiage saved, like the block.
Mm.
You see that? Instead of check number, instead of a check number, you put your case number, and then you put the registered mail number for your indemnity bond or surety bond. Okay. And on the back, okay, so this is what they don't tell you. This is what on the back. You put pay to the order of the United States Treasury for special deposit, for special purposes, for SDK uses. Redeeming lawful money in accordance to Title 12 U.S.C. Section 411. You put that on the back of your insurance bond. You put the stamp on the back, you thumbprint it, and you sign it. Okay. And that's it. That's it. Now you start your private administrative procedure against who you're going after. So you know what I mean? We've gone over it. So you do your opportunity to cure. They're going to fucking want to settle outside of court. And nah, fam, come up with that money, baby. How much is that house worth? Can't touch a living man, fam. You can touch these dummies and these zombies. You can't touch me, fam. Never. Ever, ever, ever.
So where does it come in that you have to forgive your adversaries or your trespassers?
You forgive your trespassers for they not know what they do. I'm going to show you how you send them a forgiveness letter that you forgave them. You can, like I said, when they want to come out and settle with you, you can say, all right, cool, you're done, you're forgiven. And then you liquidate the bonds. That's how you forgive them. But you put the pressure on them, bring them into court, let them sweat. Just like when they had you kidnapped, arrested, extorting me for $250 fucking dollars. I'm over here telling them private attorney general, I just did 8 indictments last week, and they were laughing. I was like, it was a joke to them. I was like, all right, cool, yeah, all right.
Pressure on those pipes.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a bad Christmas for homeboy. I don't know. I don't feel like sending him out, but he made the decision. You know what I mean? God, everything happens for a reason. He crossed the wrong path. Anyways,
I do it to you.
Yeah.
I got some for Tifton, Georgia, too.
All right.
I got a question.
Okay. What's up, Barbara?
Okay, so when you did the indictments on the judges and whatnot, and they laugh at you, and then what do you do?
Oh, I didn't do the judge. I didn't indict. I was telling them that I was doing indictments.
Oh.
But I didn't have any of my shit with me. They caught me doing 95 and a 65 on the way home from New York the other day.
Ruh-roh.
Well, they heard me. I helped my boys go buy the Porsches, and I was like, "Yo, I'm going down to DC, and I'm gonna be driving 100 the whole way." They heard me. All of a sudden, I was like, I had an hour to go, and I was just fucking antsy. I just wanted to get out of the car, so I just started meow, ambassador driving. Next thing I know, I'm getting pulled over, and I'm like, here we go.
So say they don't do what you want. They don't give you your money and whatnot. How do you get the money out of them?
That don't matter. I do get it. There is none. That's not an option.
No, but it doesn't matter. How do you get it?
It's not an option. You get your money. You liquidate the bonds.
Is that in one of the classes?
My G, I'm going over it right now.
Okay, that's the part I want to know. How do you get the money?
All right.
Give me my money.
All right, Greedy, I got you. Hold on.
Well, if you're going to go to all that trouble, it's a lot of work.
All my winnings, I'm donating to my city.
Good.
I don't want the money, fam. Give a fuck about the money. Look. So this is the verbiage. All right. So now you defaulted them. All right. Defaulted them. That's a default judgment. You take that certificate of lien and you get all that authenticated. Okay. This is how you liquidate now. This is how you get all your money back. So now you know how much is the case worth. You got your case number. Now you 1099A that federal case number. 1096. You fill out the 8281. This is the language for the 8281 for instruments. It's the same thing. The assignment and the language for the 8281, it's the same thing. Because it just wants you to describe your instrument. You created a surety bond. You registered it. You can even put the UCC number on. Okay. Laurel, pull up the 1099 OID read. I'm going to show you how to liquidate, and this is how you win. This is how you get all your shit back. If you don't have, there's two ways. If you don't have a 98, then you got to send the money back to the court, which does a taxable termination on them. So once they receive that treasury check, they got to pay taxes on the estate, and they're looking at millions. They don't want to do that shit either. Okay. So the 1099A the case, I'm at 8281. Now we're going to liquidate. Yep. The capital, number, see the capital OID with the one after it? Yeah. And then go to page 7 or 14, and it goes over to OIDs. And this is how you liquidate. And this read right here tells you how to liquidate in court. It goes over the letters to send them, tell them to file the OID. We already have that. You guys know that already. Boom. Boom, go down. See, then he puts his case number on there. But all right, so there's your 1096. Check off the OID. Boom, go down. Right there. Go down. Here you go. That's how you liquidate. The payer is going to be the prosecutor. This is, all right, so if you don't have a 98, the payer is the prosecutor. The recipient is the court. You can make the judge the recipient. So you don't get in trouble for the funds. You see what I'm saying? If you have a 98 number, your 82 is the payer, and the recipient is the 98. So what do you do with the OID? How do you put your claim in? You send in 706 and the 709. And there you go. Your funds are all returned. And then you take that. We'll get into it next class because I need to be trained on it a little bit more because I read on it. I got like 6-7 pages on the brokerage of it. And Tara's teaching me it, so I can't really say too much more than that. That's what I need Veronica for. Because we're going to go over grading, and then I'm going to teach you how to sell these judgments to the brokers. And then you paid twice. So there you go. Oh, bruh.
Hey, Peter, have you taught on 706?
Not yet. That's a tough one, fam. I say the 706 for people that are reading. Because you can't find nobody filling that shit out. I'll do one. You want me to fill it out? I'll do it next class. I'll do a 706 class. I don't care.
Okay.
It's not hard for me. It's long, but you just get into the schedules. You only need certain schedules for certain shit. It's just the first 4 pages that are important. I'll show you that shit. It's not that bad. Because you got to remember this too. When you do, you're going to send in the 2848. and you're going to appoint Mnuchin as the tax prepper. So you fill this paperwork out to the best of your ability, and then whatever you don't fill out, you let them fill out. But you fill out enough to you let them know you know what they're doing. The only thing that you're not really filling out is like dividend accrual accounting. You see what I'm saying? That shit that they have the accounts for, they know where to look up for the interest accruals and shit like that. And that's it. That's your indictment. But that's how you control everything. So you automatically, you 1099-A your case from the state court. You'll get a new case number. You 1099-A that, you insure the case, you do your default, and then you liquidate them. Same thing with a secure transaction. It's all the same shit. There's nothing different. Court, secure transaction, discharges are all the same thing. It's all controlling your res, which is your name and your signature. What did they do? They automatically created a security instrument with your all cap name on it. Not only is that motherfucker dead, but now you're embezzling my estate. The fuck is wrong with you, homie? Indictment time. And it's not something that, believe me, it's hard for me to do it too because I feel bad. I really do feel bad for what I'm about to do. But, I mean, enough's enough with certain things, man. You know what I mean? A dude can only take so much bullshit. I mean, for real. You can only take so much. But I think they do that to like a reason, like, yo, what's it gonna take to get this motherfucker to finally stand up for his, you know what I mean? Hold his balls, you know? But
the way I look at it, PJ, you get to a point that you get pissed at them because they're committing fraud. We're the ones going in there telling the truth. I mean, you know, I'm going to go after some because I had a judge serve 4 warrants for my arrest, failure to appear, and jumping bail. I had no contract.
exactly. See those type of people that are out to enslave motherfuckers, they need to be indicted. They need to get rid of these infections, man.
Yep.
They're not supposed to be here. They fucking infiltrated. You can't kill a free being heart. But they killed us with paperwork. That's why they put all the secret agents and the lawyers. That's why you got the fucking bar over here. That's why the war was done. They didn't leave British. They didn't leave for a minute, and they left with all their guns. Fuck.
True.
Fuck out of here.
Hey, PJ.
What's up?
This is Brad.
What's up, Brad? How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm doing better every time I hear you speak.
Oh boy, good shit.
They're coming to take my property on Thursday.
No, they're not.
I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what to do. You got anything that we can do tomorrow to?
Yep. Call me tomorrow when you get up.
Okay.
Call me tomorrow when you get up. I'll send you my indictment paperwork. We'll get out to Pompeo.
Do I call you directly? Do I call you through Brian?
Nope. Call me directly.
You want? How can I call Brian for your number or?
Yeah, I'll have Brian text you, and then we'll go over it.
Excellent.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys. That's it for tonight. I'll go over another class in a couple of days, probably next Tuesday, and I'll go over selling it to them. But I'll have Laurel send all the stuff that we went over today. I'll have Laurel send it to everybody, and then I'll go over it again. I'll go over it again, okay? And then we'll get to the OID part of it. I'll fill out the OIDs for you, and then we'll sell it. All right, I'll show you how to sell it, get Q-sips, and then sell that shit. So you can't lose.
Thanks, PJ.
That's court, you know what I mean? You put the indictment in, you insure it. The insurance is the most important part. You assign everything to the court. You do your due diligence. You give them their opportunities. Then you default them, liquidate. That's all it is. That's all court is. But, you know what I mean? If you were seriously injured, you know what I mean? You do what you want. You guys are creditors. Remember that. So remember, stay persistent, follow your heart, follow your dreams. Let love and light guide you. Let love and light guide your heart. I love you guys. Hotep. I'll see you guys, all right?
Peace. Thank you.
Good night.
We
Much
win.
appreciated.
Love you guys.
Thanks, PJ.
Hotel.
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 Be back.
Thanks,
Hotel.
PJ. Thanks, Laura.
Crazy.
Thanks,
song.
Laura.
Thank y'all.
Tighten up, Laurel. There you go.
That was
You're
crazy
muted.
sauce right there.